Man, tough. We made some costly mistakes in the end. Thought we jumped out on them. Early on, we knew they were going to make a run. Hey, they got a very good basketball team. And the thing that I told my guys after the game, I'm just very proud of them. I mean, they continue to fight. And the thing we want to try to do is get better with each ball game, get ready going into that tournament with some momentum. And that's the thing that we're hanging our hats on. So I thought our guys fought really, really hard tonight. Again, made some costly mistakes down the stretch. I think we had 18 and 19 turnovers, 18 and 19 offensive rebounds. So those are things that I think that we can shore up to get better going forward. But I'm really, really happy with my team. I really am. Really happy. So, questions?
That press seemed like it gave you some problems, some short shot clocks as well. I mean, what did that kind of do to you guys offensively?
Yeah, we knew that coming in, that they were going to do that. That's what they've done all season. And I think the most important thing is just rhythm. It kind of takes us out of our rhythm. Once you break that press, you look over the bench and you're trying to call something. Next thing you know is 14, 15 seconds are going in the shot clock. And we're trying to rush a shot up. And that's something that we've definitely got to shore up.
You talk about those missed opportunities at the end, but when y'all were up 12, early on, and then they proceeded going like a 21-6 run, I mean, were those some of those things that happened in that stretch, some of the things that you just talked about as far as?
Yeah, one thing, it was senior night, so kind of threw us off a little bit. Jamin Brakefield didn't have a very good basketball game. And, he came in off the bench, thought he played hard, but those shots that he shot normally goes in. Last ball game that we played, I mean, he played lights out. And for whatever reason, they just didn't fall tonight for him. And I think that was a big, big key in us winning that ball game.
Tonight was senior night. The season hasn't necessarily gone as y'all would have hoped, but what did you say to the seniors coming into
The first thing I said when I walked in there, they had their heads down. And I said, guys, again, I just appreciate the fact that you guys are continue to fight. You guys got a lot of character. I know we've said it and said it and said it, but I truly believe going forward that we have as good a chance as anybody to win the tournament. And obviously it's just, one game at a time. But again, we're going to go to Missouri. We're going to learn from this loss here, and we're going to have our heads up, and we're going to go in there fighting, and again, getting ourselves ready for that tournament.
Just Matt tonight, I mean, from the three-point line and just in general, I mean, what kind of, did you see this coming from him, I guess, with the emotion and everything? What did you make of his performance?
Well, Matt is just obviously just an unbelievable young man. Character, great teammate. He's really, all year long has just been kind of unselfish. In turn, we wanted to be a little bit more selfish. And I felt like tonight, and I told him before the game, I said, man, I said, you come across half court. I said, no looking over at the bench. I said, just let it fly. Because one thing we know he can do, he can really shoot the basketball. And he got going tonight. And I thought that was great.
Kind of touched on it some already, but just with the last regular season game and whatever comes in the postseason, and with how this year has kind of gone for them, what is your message in terms of finishing up this year?
Well, again, my message is like, you're going to keep fighting until that last buzzer sounds, where you don't have any breath left. And we're going to continue to do that. But I know I've said it 3 or 4 times in this press conference. But, I told our guys again tonight, I said, once we get into that tournament, anything can happen. And next thing you know, you look up and you're in the NCAA tournament. And we've shown that we can play with anybody. We've shown that I don't care who it is, we're going to continue to fight, and we're going to have a chance, once we get to the tournament, to win it.
Any more questions for Coach?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.